Lurker. Yo, BBC, Johnny, Florida. Nice. Did you bring your fishing pole? Tennessee Bassmaster, what's up? What's new? Hello, Kyle Downey. I'm signing baits, getting ready to get out of here. Figured I'd jump on and say hello. I was going to try and do a live with a camper live stream with JP tonight, but Amy rented a car yesterday for work, and she has to have somebody take her to return this rental car at 6:30. Ralph Miller, what's up, AJ? You and BBC will get a kick out of this. So, for some reason, I've been using the same tape for 10 plus years. It's a blue 3M tape. Well, I didn't have any. Rather than going to the store a couple weeks ago, I had a 3M general purpose masking tape in my drawer. No big deal. I'll use it. And yeah. Yep, that's right. When I pulled the tape off, it left a nice sticky residue that the only way for me to get off was with a rag or a piece of tape. And I feel like the rag was faster. So, brown tape going in the trash. And it works fine on like stuff that's polished, like a polished blade that's kind of shiny. You don't get the residue. Like you might get a little bit, but it's not on every bait, and it's not really an issue. But on these that are raw plastic and they're scuffed up, and you wouldn't think tape could stick that damn hard. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't think it'd be that durable, but it is. It is. But the bad thing about it is like there shouldn't even be. I shouldn't even have to have learned this lesson. Like I knew better, and I just made a blunder, and it cost me. So I'll go back to the blue. Daniel, it's going. I've spent I spent 3 hours of my time, 4 hours, 5 hours of my time in better ways than cleaning up tape residue off of crankbait bills. But stupid blunder. That's how it goes. Use that blue painting duct tape that fused together before, right? Use that blue painting duct tape. I've used some like cheapo duct tape that really you couldn't. It was like kind of. It was kind of stretchy, like the typical blue painter's tape, 3M painter's tape. When you tape like a 1.5 bill, it's got a little snap to it. Like when you're trying to pop it loose, it just cracks. It's got a little, it's snappy. But some stuff is kind of like soft and squishy, and when you try to pop it, it doesn't have a snap to it. It's like ooh, it's awful. It's the worst, and it just like drags and pulls. But if you've masked a million bills off, you know what I'm talking about. It's crispy. It is crispy, but the cheaper stuff is not crispy. They uh, they leave that ingredient out. They take the crispy out in order to cut costs. So you got to pay for the premium. You got to pay $8 a fucking roll for that damn blue 3M stuff. Every time I go to the store, I get sticker shock because it keeps going up. I feel like it used to be like $5 a roll. Now it's insane high. I might have to get on the Amazon and see if they got any deals on it. But 3M is like 316. Typically, you're correct. I don't know what. I'm sure 3M's got I feel like I use something. You say that, BBC. I feel the same way about 3M, and I feel like I got something from 3M not too long ago, and I was like, wait a minute, is this a 3M product that's not like elite? I definitely needed 10 lighters. I needed a carton of cigarettes to deal with my rage and stress today. I'm trying to remember what that was. It was something that I didn't like. But you're probably right. It was probably whatever it was, I was probably not using as it was intended. Much like Japanese fishing lures. A lot of people get those over here and they say, this thing sucks. When in actuality, the bait was made to do one thing and like go one speed, and that's it. But then people hop on somewhere and say, this bait's a piece of shit. No, it's not a piece of shit. It just has a purpose. It has one purpose. 3M grade duct tape sucks. Give me the Gorilla. Just checking in so I can watch later because someone thinks they cannot say their show so people can watch it. I delete some occasionally. If I show something or do something that doesn't need to be public. Sorry, Travis. Thank you for sticking with me in these trying times. The Gorilla Tape is the best. Never use a 3M. I thought you were 3M was the 316, BBC. Now you're talking about Gorilla Tape's the GOAT. Which is it? Which is it, bro? I know I don't like Gorilla Glue. It always feels like Gorilla Glue does weird stuff. If I get a notification, I'm still safe. Interesting. Choose painter's tape for everything. Pretty much. It's a safe bet, AJ. It's a safe bet. Gorilla is like Tato versus 3M 316. Not a bad not bad company to be in. Dude, that glue, I mean that tape is awful. Like, how is it like that should be considered like permanent masking, like not permanent tape. It should be like in the duct tape category. You know what I mean? Like if it's strong enough to peel all the adhesive off of it, that's pretty strong. Stupid ass tape. I'm ready to go home and drink beer. That's what this day's driven me to. I just want to go home and slam bushes. Only like two though. I'll slam two. It's my limit. That's my limit. I have to cook dinner. I might fry fish if I can get done with BBC wants to play John Mayer. He's feverishly practicing the guitar. What's for dinner? I might fry fish. I need a side though. I need a side item that's quick and easy. That's not mac and cheese because my kids eat way too much mac and cheese. It's all the Bean wants to eat. Baby will eat different stuff, but all Bean wants is mac and cheese. Hash browns. Your body is so wonderland. BBC is gonna serenade his girlfriend with the most romantic Megadeth song he can find. He's been scouring the internet. He's been tirelessly on A to Z lyrics, trying to find the perfect song by Megadeth to play for his girlfriend on their date this weekend. BBC, we're not surf and turf. I don't have the wallet for surf and turf tonight, bro. I'm trying to get paid. Chicken nuggets and pizza, pretty much, Bobby. Pretty much. I will give y'all a little hack that's insanely good. If you go to any grocery store, Aldi has it cheap, Walmart, anywhere, and get one of the packs of naan bread. They come in like little mini naans. Use those for pizza dough, and they don't have to bake. You just pretty much heat them up. You put them in the oven and like broil them. You put the marinara on them, cheese, whatever other toppings. I always do a little olive oil on them to get them juicy. But I almost rather eat that than regular pizza. It's that good. Grilled asparagus is delicious. I don't like my pea stinking. I don't know if I'm willing to take that. I'm not really ready to go there tonight or tomorrow. I'm not ready to deal with stinky TT. And Bebe has been TTing on the potty lately, so if anyone has a hack for making mac and cheese in advance, I'd love to hear it. A hack for making it fast? AJ, I'll give you a badass hack. And this one's legit. Like, I could probably make a viral cooking video out of this because it's good. Yeah, I made mac and cheese last night, and it was like the real deal, like butter, flour, macaroni, milk, cheese. Like took forever. Um, just in advance. But this is for any dads with young kids. We typically have the standard stuff in our fridge that like never we're out of. One of those is cream cheese. One of those is butter. We usually have a tub of Parmesan cheese. So those three things, I'll take butter, throw it in a pan, chop up some cream cheese and some Parmesan and either garlic powder, garlic salt, or minced garlic, whatever you got. And cut it with a little water. Don't have to use milk. You'd think the water would like take any flavor out. It really doesn't. But that's like poor man's Alfredo. And that shit is good, dude. Like real good. But yeah, like I said, poor man's Alfredo, and it's good. I feel like those are things people typically have, and I can make it in like 10 minutes. Kyle, it took me forever last night because I kept having to like add. I ran out of cheese. I made too much roux was the problem. My roux to begin with was too much. So I ran out of cheese. Like I kept adding cheese, and then I put the whole block of cheese in there, and still wasn't cheesy enough. Ralph, these are just Lucky Craft 1.5s with the wrong color dye, but I didn't get to choose. I didn't get to pick the eye color, so. Lobster mac and cheese. That sounds fancy. Three tablespoons of butter and flour, 3 cups of milk, 1.5 pounds of cheese. Yeah. That was probably pretty close to what I used. Minus, I used one small block of cheese. I didn't have enough. I could have probably put some nutritional yeast in there to give it a little cheese, fake cheese flavored. But the mac I made last night, it needed to be baked with like a cheesy topping, but I didn't have time for that, nor did I want to heat the oven up. So we just went with it. Isn't that funny, Travis? Isn't that funny? Talk about making Lucky Craft great again, and here I am. And here we are. Isn't that sticker over there? Oh yeah, it's on my. I don't know if you can see it. It's, yeah, it doesn't focus. It's right there. My nice stencils. My nice sticker that Travis and his wife made for me. Bobby, you used to fry scallops and lobster mac and cheese. Hella is having an okay day, needs a decent day tomorrow. These are not for Travis. He's got enough. He's got enough stockpiled. I can barely afford the cheese. I'm not adding all that other shit. Yeah, that's it's quite the undertaking. I should have. Now I know like the roux to cheese ratio. That my roux needs to be much smaller in order to get like a punchy cheesy flavor. But I also had mild cheddar and not sharp. I feel like I needed sharp. Flavor was very mild and creamy. It was good, but it wasn't. It didn't like knock you in the face cheese. Hiroshima guy can make some baits consistent and sexy. I would agree with that. My only beef with his baits is that they are very, very, very micro balloon heavy. Um, in my experience. So it makes the resin a little soft. Have to have the sharp. Gotta have the sharp. AJ, you probably get your cheese imported from Wisconsin. Do you have special cheese? Do you have a special cheese connect? I like Brock's new bass he came out with. The thin one is a pretty bait. Beautiful bait. AJ, wait until you sub out the milk for heavy cream plus the cream cheese. You just made $30 mac and cheese. Now you're talking. I cut mine with milk last night and I ran out of milk and then I used half and half for the rest and it was pretty delicious. I did have the cream cheese out on the counter and I was like, I'm not going to go there. I'm trying to get this done because cream cheese melts really weird. I was hoping to have these clear coated today. Shitty masking tape said otherwise. My shitty tape said no. Prefer milk. I've had a lot of bad mac and cheese. What qualifies as bad mac and cheese? How many 11-inch baits do you own, BBC? How many 11-inchers have gone to battle against his 11-inch trout? Just out of curiosity. Just 1.5s, Bobby. Just 1.5s. Got to slowly warm up the cream cheese to melt in with milk, half and half, and heavy cream. I've been wanting to do a shrimp Alfredo. Usually the slow setting on my stove, like I'm a medium heat kind of guy. Even when I'm in a hurry and it's supposed to be slow, I'll still put it on medium heat. Amy is a nuclear. She'll have a like a propane cooker flame flying out of the stove or the cooktop when she cooks. You want the perfect mac and cheese. I don't like stuff in my mac and cheese. Like I've had lobster mac and cheese quite a bit, and it was always too much. It never satisfied me. I get these weird glares on these baits, and I think it's like crumbs, and it's not. Mediocrity on the river today. Sorry, hello. Did you get stuck? Jalapenos can always go in mac. I have had a brisket mac and cheese that was pretty delightful. Chili cheese fries are my new mac and cheese. Now we're talking, Johnny. All right, the question of all questions. I don't want to start World War III over here. Best canned chili? Anybody got anything they're married to? I experiment often. I haven't found one I'm totally in love with. We also don't have all the same brands that everybody else does. Culver's? I don't know if we have a Culver's. Hey Siri, is there a Culver's nearby? I'll be damned.
The only option I found is Culver's on Airport Boulevard in Mobile, about 3 miles to your north, and it gets...
Amy's calling. You have to wait, wife. I'm talking to the bros. I'm talking to the boys.
I can only answer or decline incoming calls.
Decline. Kyle, I can't do Wendy's chili. And I just don't like Wendy's. I like Wendy's. I don't like the one closest to my house. Because they're terrible people that own it and run it. Bacon and jalapenos belong in the mac and cheese. I mean, at that point, I feel like you're getting out of mac and cheese world. Wolf's, I've heard Wolf's is good, but they have like the store I went to here, they had Wolf beans, but they didn't have the chili. So I'm gonna have to try a different store and see if I can find the Wolf brand chili. But for like you said, for hot dogs, I like kind of shitty chili. Like it's got to have that shitty taste. Well, maybe I'll go try Culver's chili fries. That sounds kind of tasty. You won't regret it. Your butthole will, though. As Johnny's driving down the road in Florida with his butt hung out the side of the truck, Picassoing oncoming traffic. Hormel. I feel like I wrote Hormel's chili off and moved on to something to different brands. Make a bunch and freeze it. AJ, I'm not a make a bunch and freeze dude because then it just sits, and then I have to thaw stuff out. I'm really bad about thawing stuff out. That takes preparation, and I typically don't do that. Uh, Funny, I tried to type Hormel and it corrected to homeless as well. Interesting. That's what I want to know. Why my phone will like autocorrect stuff, but then like it'll type stuff that's right. But then when I type something that's wrong, it's like, oh yeah, like those three vowels together are a word. But if I type no, KNOW, it'll like write something else. And like, how does this work? No, what typically happens, AJ, if I have to thaw something out, I'll plan on it and I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna thaw this out and I'm gonna uh, use it tomorrow. Then it ends up sitting in my refrigerator for 7 days in a row. And I'm like, oh, this is bad. The only thing I've been able to freeze that worked out was pulled pork. And I was like very glad I did because I froze it in like pound and a half servings. So I could just take like a bag of meat out and like everybody'd be good. Or 2 pounds, I forgot what it was, but um, I did a bunch of those, and those things came in pretty clutch because you can thaw them out quick, and you're not gonna like. You can kind of like sous vide them, but you don't have to worry about like drying them out. You've seen my deep freeze, correct? Well, technically that wasn't mine. That was my dad's. My inherited deep freeze. No, your freezing abilities are commendable, AJ. I just um, I just try to get home and go to the store every day. That used to be my getaway. Like at night, I would go grocery shopping at like 8 o'clock before the grocery store closed, and I'd be in there by myself, and it was just Like that was how I decompressed. Go in there about November. They start playing Christmas music and decorating. It's pretty enjoyable just to go in there and chill out, shop, get creative, think about meals, think about food, think about life. When's the wedding, AJ? My invitation must have got lost in the mail. October 5th. Oh shit, that's coming up quick, dude. Bachelor party? Send you another one. I'll send you the digital copy. Okay, let's see. AJ, did you see? Did you send your uh, did you send the did you send the pilot, your mentor, an invitation? Will he be there doing live airbrushing for the kids, like makeup? His got his went out the same day as mine did. Damn it! Go live. Special edition tackle camp live from AJ's wedding. I'm sure his wife, his fiance, excuse me, would be thrilled. Who's this dickhead in cutoff jean shorts live streaming our wedding, AJ? Uh, I hired him. He's the videographer. Don't worry. Oh, what's up, JP? You want to live stream this weekend? Maybe Sunday? Do you have plans Sunday? I think I got all these signed. Yeah, looks like it. Um, oh yeah. Did we hear? Did you already do your bachelor party? Was that the North Woods trip where you just sat around with the bros and ate walleye? October 5th. I'll have to send you some 6mm eyes for your wedding present. I'm sure the wife will be stoked. This weekend, sitting down with the bros at the country club lake. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds like a pretty good weekend. Not to take away from AJ's celebration, but I have a big day tomorrow. It's Painter Dude's birthday. Guess what I'm going to do? Clear coat all these lovely baits and sweat my ass off. and be one step closer to being halfway done. AJ, I looked and I can't even buy anything. Like I couldn't even find anything. I'll give you my code. I'll give you my account information and you can log in and buy whatever you need for the birthday boy. And you can have it shipped to your house because I don't even need anything. And I thought the discount was more, but I think it's just 10%, right? I could probably just wait till Black Friday and get more. Johnny, I need to try and get on that this weekend. I have some swim baits to paint. I can't. I've been playing tag with the guy whose they are, and he wants to talk to me to tell me about what colors rather than text it, which they would already be been done if they were texted. But no, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó? Depends on the item. There's no set. Oh, I thought there was because that's what I did. I was like, oh, well, let's see how much I get off for DT6s, and I like put like 10 DT6s in there, and it was like 10%. That's not very good. I mean, it's decent, but it's not worth me like spraying it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go fry some fish and take and pick up Amy in her stupid car, rental car. Go drop it off. Oh, sorry, Morgan. I'm bouncing. It's been a long, miserable day. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. So, sorry, JP. You have to uh, you have to go. Maybe I'll send you the link to your live stream we did, and you can listen to it again and be entertained. Thank you, Kyle. Hasta la vista, baby. Gugon, yeah. Gugon would have worked. I thought about using Gugon, but I didn't want Gugon to leave some weird residue on the bait, and then me clear coat them and get fish eyes and bad adhesion. So I passed on the Gugon. I figured it's got something oily in it. But anyway, all right. We'll talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good Thursday. Adios.